Does vinyl really sound better than digital?
Some people, myself included, right? I like the sound of warmth on vinyl, so I guess vinyl sounds better to me than digital. It sounds very flat and uh, it's just perfect, you know. But vinyl has all these like cracklings and poppings sounds that they have, especially when you don't clean your record a bit. So that's why I think it sounds better. It just sounds more real. It sounds more human. My name is Ashley Wong. I'm a Year 2 Mass Communication student at Ngee Ann Polytechnic, and I'm the founder of Wildflower Wax Co., a vinyl record store and a musical archive in Singapore. Music has guided my life through, I don't know, since I could learn how to count, I guess. Music is something that has always had my back. I can recall so many arguments that I've had with like my parents because I'm listening to music in the car, or even an anecdote that I always like to share is that I actually have a bit of a hearing impairment because I listen to music so much. It's really, really not just a passion. I think that's underselling it. I honestly never planned for it to be a brand or it to even exist at all. What happened was I honestly just really love vinyl since from a very young age. And people who like music a lot, we call it a natural progression, right? You listen to music so much on your Apple Music or your Spotify, and you gotta move on to like the big boy stuff, which is vinyl. So I started to have the hobby, and I wanted to get more and more and more and more records. I was buying like 5 or 10 every week, and it was kind of burning a huge hole. It was very like simple-minded. I just went on Carousel and I started to take people's orders for vinyl, like so we can split shipping. That was exactly how Wildflower started, on Carousel. And it was just really purely founded on me wanting to save a few bucks off shipping. And it just grew and grew and grew, and many opportunities came along the way, and here's where we are now. Yeah. So Wildflower has been stocked at Spades Room, which is a multi-label retail concept in Singapore, which showcases all the young creatives in Singapore and Asia Pacific, and they asked me to stock my records there to contribute to their music part of the space. The store launched in July 2021, and it's always been a dream of mine to see the records in person and have the physical presence, so here we are. Come follow me. Here's the vinyl selection over at Spades Room, and it's a tightly curated selection of mine. Usually features more vintage rarities, alternative music, and rap. I think it really fits well with the theme of the store. I think what sets it apart is also something that draws it really closely to other record stores. I think nobody really opens a record store in Singapore to make a lot of money because it's really just fueled purely by passion but I would say that the difference that Wildflower has between other stores is, I guess, the curation that I have, and probably of my youth. I guess I'm more on the ground with what people my age are listening to or what they like, because if you go to more traditional record stores, you likely see a lot of selection of like Beatles and Rolling Stones and classical music or jazz. Obviously young people like that too, but nowadays we see a really huge demand for music that is like released last month to be released on vinyl as well. So I think I'm attuned to those trends, and all in all, even though Wildflower mainly is still retail selling of records, right? I definitely do not see that as the end goal. I didn't even expect myself to be in this position today, but what I see for the future is, of course, me to move on to more music curation as an art form itself. In the near future, definitely I'm looking to hold some live music events next year, hopefully once the pandemic is over. I want to move on, just pass beyond retail selling and really start to make a change and perhaps educate young people more about what it really means to be appreciative of artists and appreciative of the history that has allowed music that you love to exist. At the end of the day, I want to inspire true love for the craft and harbour openness for all kinds of music.